Well, good morning and welcome back to Balfour Farm. So I've got a few projects here I wanted to get done. It's something I've wanted to do for quite a while now and haven't had a chance to get to. So today's a good day. This gate in back when I built the barn originally, and I don't know what I was thinking, but it swings out and right up against our manure pile. So as you come out with the skid steer or the tractor, you got to push past the gate. Yeah, it's just in the way. I really don't know what I was thinking there. When I put it on, I should have probably mounted it to that side so it would have swung against this wall. It would have been out of the way so you could drive straight out and not have to go around the gate when you're pushing manure, but I didn't do that, but we're gonna do it now. So what we have going on right now is when the garage door comes down, the cows can actually get to the door, the garage door that is, and we don't want that to happen. So they can push against it and bend it, break it. We're just really lucky they haven't done it so far. So what I plan to do is mount the gate on the inside. I've got to put a bracket on so it actually brings the gate out beyond the garage door. We can swing the gate. The cows can't get to the door can be closed, and it'll protect the door. And at the same time, the gate will it'll fix our gate problem here. As you can see here, one of the other problems, the gate actually is sagging, so you have to lift it up, and it doesn't actually latch properly either, so I need to fix that. So the hardest part of any project and the most time-consuming part of it is getting all the tools out and then putting them all away at the end of the day. So while I have all the tools out, I'm going to try and make the most of it. I've got a gate here. This one is another one that actually has a sag to it, not nearly as bad as the one on the cow barn, but this one here in the pig barn. We're going to try and fix that. And then I also have a couple gates that I want to mount out here. I'll show you. So this roadway between the two barns, we move heifers back and forth from the heifer barn out onto the paddock. And what I want to do is try and get a couple gates set up that are swinging, that are kind of permanently mounted, so that I can block this off so that when the heifers come up, they turn and go in here, or when I let them out, they go down. So, all right, well, I think I've collected up all the tools that I'm gonna need. I'm probably missing something, but I've got my portable toolbox here. I hope I have everything, but we'll find out. So the first gate we're gonna work on is the one on the back of the cow barn here. That's probably the most important to get moved out of there. I'd like to really get it out of the way so that we can move our manure pile. What I need to do is try and get this gate off of here. And I might have to cut some of this, I don't know. Come on, you. There we go. That's more better. These gates are nice because they're heavy duty, but they're heavy. All right, so the plan here is I made up this bracket to mount a gate to a long time ago. It was on a different spot, different application. But what I did was it's angle iron that I can secure to the wall, and then I welded these plates on so it actually bumps it out away from the wall. But this is gonna have to go on upside down to make it work. Ooh, it's heavy. So I don't know how clearly you can see this, but the idea is I'm going to hopefully, what's that hitting on? May actually have to shim this out some. All right, well, I'm back at it. Some days it's a miracle I accomplish anything at all. So I have a service guy come that's doing some work in the barn. He needed my help. I had to go take a look at something for him. And they had the new employee show up for a job interview. Just one thing after another. Then the phone won't stop ringing. We're gonna try and get this job done now, hopefully. Maybe I should just hide better. Nobody will find me. Turn my phone off. They can't get a hold of me. That, or I just need to start earlier in the morning when nobody's around. The idea I have is I'm gonna shim this out now. Originally, I thought I could just fasten this hanger to the wall, so I'm gonna drill and anchor this in, and then it'll shim out the bracket so my gate will clear the garage door here. Need an extra set of hands for this job. Guess I should put a level on this, huh? It looks level to me. All right, so what I'm going to do here is got a concrete drill, hammer drill. Drill into the concrete, and I've got these anchor bolts that'll go through the 2x4 into the concrete and wedge in. Just need to find the right drill bit, which that one is. Need that. I probably should take a level just to make sure we put this in right. I'm going to start with just putting one bolt in here in the center of it. And where that steel is heavier than it looks. Yeah. Now I have one in. I won't tighten this up yet, but I'll level it, make sure it's just right. Put the other two anchors in. It's good enough. Oh, right in the poop. That's awesome. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's almost perfect. Barn perfect. All right, I'm going to give this a go on my own and see if I can get the gate hung. It's not the easiest thing because you have to, it's so long, and then I have to line up these hinges, but we'll try it. May have to go get some help. Yeah, I don't know about this one. We'll give it a shot. Oh. Oh, almost so close. Oh, come on, you. Oh, I got the top one on. All those pigs are loud out there. Lauren's out there feeding them at the moment, so they're making a racket. So the way this gets adjusted is you just tighten up the hinge on this side, and it lifts that side over there, or it can lower it, depending on which way you want to go with it. All right, so I have the gate all hung and leveled right where I want it. Now the last thing to do here is I have these clamps, they go around the gate, and they actually swivel, and it makes it, you can line your gate up. So if it meets the other wall and it's crooked, when you swivel it, it makes the pipe gate go straight, which is good. But the trouble is if they move after the fact, if it loosens up, then your gate won't work. So what I plan to do is I drill right through this, straight through the whole thing, put a bolt through there, and it pins that hinge in place so it can't swivel around the pipe if the wind catches it, or you know, somebody drives into it with a tractor. Not pointing any fingers, but you know, people do that around here, so it'll keep the gate in position rather than let it get, it easily moves this way, I guess is the best thing to say. There we go. You just take this long bolt, which is much longer than it needs to be, but we'll cut it off afterwards. Straight through there like that. A couple washers, lock washer. And we'll just repeat the process on the lower hinge also. And then this won't move anywhere, which is just what we want. Let it stay put. The only thing left to do now is just cut these off, and so that don't want the cows getting hung up on them. Oh, right in the poop. Jeez. Ugh. What a mess. Ugh. Really thinking I should have scraped this barn out before I tried to do this, but all right, the last bit of this job here is my latch. This latch, the pipe is supposed to go in there and it latches to it. I'm going to have to come up with something different on this side. Yeah. So the door is in here, so I can't actually mount the latch there. So what I'm thinking is I'm just going to try and extend a piece of pipe over so I can mount my latch out here. And then the pipe will swing over and latch in. Could actually do it to the track too, I suppose. Maybe I'll do that. All right, well, here is my solution to the latch. What I did was I put an extension on. I had a piece of conduit pipe that was just about the right size. It fit over the little stub there perfectly. Drilled it out, put a bolt through it. Then I mounted the latch to the door track here. So when that's closed, there's a chain that you can clip on here. There. So now when the door is closed, the cows push against this and hit this instead of the door, which hopefully keeps the door in better shape for a longer time. I spent a little bit of time here and I got the gates all situated. The latch works nice. So I hung this other gate here. This is kind of a divider, and what we do is we can put animals in here if we need to catch them, and mostly like the bull when he doesn't go into the milking barn. So this gate here would normally stay open like this most of the time. So what I did was I just put a loop here in the wall so we can try and do this one-handed. So I put a loop here so we can just chain the gate up when we don't need it. That way it just stays there, and when I do need to bring somebody in, I just unclip it, run them in, and then swing that behind them, and we'll get them caught. Same thing with this gate. I have a loop here that I can chain it up, but I want this closed at the moment. I'm going to swing this around, and we'll have, I'll probably bring the cows in tonight. On to the next project. I'm going to try and get some of the stuff cleaned up here. My thought is I'm going to mount a gate off the corner of the barn here that will swing halfway across the driveway. Then when this gate swings open, the two will meet in kind of the middle of the driveway, hopefully. So this way moving animals could be a one-person job if we need to. We won't have to have one person stand here and then one person at the other end. All right, well, there we go. I've got the metal bracket piece in here. I concrete anchored it to the wall, and it's actually buried down in the ground a little bit because it was so tall. Hoping these are a little beat up, but I think they'll work. All right, so the idea behind this gate will normally be swung right up against the barn, and when it's in storage mode. And then when we need to move critters up and down this road here, or driveway, we'll swing this away from the barn. Try and do this without letting the heifers out. They're all right here. Oh, it's so close. Nope, 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 you stay put. Stay. Anyway, there it is. There's a little bit of a gap where the gates don't meet. Where they don't quite meet, I'll just put a chain around them and they'll be fine. It's too small of a gap for anything to really squeeze through, but oh, perfect. That'll work great. I'll just need to put another hook in the wall like I did inside so I can put a chain on it and keep the gate from swinging around when the wind catches it or whatever. That's awesome. This will make life so much easier. We've been starting to breed our heifers, the smaller heifers, we're AIing them, so artificially inseminating them. So this gate here is going to make it so much easier when I can bring the heifers up and put them in the headlock. What do you think, girl, huh? Brisket there is a steer, and Adela is one of our heifers. Don't eat the camera. Well, I just checked the weather, and there's a slight chance of snow tonight, so I'm going to have to put all my tools away. I think I'll just throw them in the back of the gator and go park it in the garage for the night, so that way we don't wind up with snow-covered tools in the morning. That's going to do it for tonight, and we'll get back to this tomorrow morning. What do you guys think you're doing there? You do not belong out. You comfortable? Are you quite comfortable laying there on top of all the feed? Well, it's been several days since I started this project, and with the gates here, moving things around, and we're going to continue on today. I need to get all these gates moved out of here. I need to finish cleaning out. I actually started last night, late last night. I want to lime it down really well because it's had pigs and calves in here, and now we're actually going to put chickens in here. So I have a load of pullets coming tomorrow. I actually have to drive down and pick them up, so need to try and get this wall here closed in. The nest boxes put in, feeders, waterers, get it all set up so that tomorrow when we get back with the chickens, I can just put them in here and it'll be ready to go. We've got 300 pullets coming tomorrow. Watch out, bud. So it's incredibly cold this morning. It's actually down into the teens, I think 18 degrees. Really cold for this time of year. All right, and just like that, all the gates are out of here. So now I'm gonna go grab the skid steer and come in and finish cleaning up what's left here. I'll turn the camera on now, make it look like we cleaned this whole thing by hand with a shovel. Yeah, oh, whew, this is, your back is aching, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Whew. Glad that was done. Yeah, what a job. Whew. I can't help but get this all over me today. Yeah. Well, I thought one bag would do it, I guess not. I don't know if the floor has more on it or I do. Jeez. Heather will love that when I walk in the house. So what I do is the top of it just is kind of level with the flush with the top of the wall. You grab one end, I'll get this in, and then doesn't really matter where on the wall. Just yeah, that's good. Won't go anywhere now. Ready? Yeah. This one seems heavier, doesn't it?
I wonder what it is. First one grab or something.
All right, I think it's lunchtime. Yes, it is. I'm starving. All right, well, as you can see, I have the manure spreader, which is about to be a shaving spreader with me. I'm headed down to the sawdust shed right now, and I'm going to get a full load of shavings and bring them up to the heifer barn. I'm going to dump them off in the heifer barn. About half of it's going to go into the chicken coop, and then the other half will go get spread in the heifer barn. All right, just like that, got a load of shavings, so I'm gonna get up and unload this now. Still got a wall to build for a chicken coop. All right, well, there it is. The wall is built, the door is in, and it's not the fanciest job, but it'll hold chickens in.
Hello.
What? Hello. What's up?
I was just coming to tell you dinner.
Oh, what's for dinner?
I made a quiche.
Oh,
I took a picture of it. You want to see it?
did you? Yeah,
I
sure.
did. I was going to torture you with it and send it to you, but I wasn't sure if you were done.
Ah. Ooh, look at that. That looks yummy. What's in it?
Red pepper, spinach, taleggio, or town square.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Ah, that sounds really good. Good. I'm starving. I'll be right in.
Okay.
I just got to pick up my tools and let the heifers in. All right, well, there we go. The chicken coop is pretty much done. The wall is in, the waters are in here, so tomorrow I just need to fill them. All the nest boxes are mounted. I do need to, I'm actually going to stop on my way home tomorrow and pick up more chicken feeders, the hanging feeders. Still got all my tools in there to pick up, which I'll do tomorrow. I can get that done tomorrow morning. And there's the wall. So it's not the prettiest thing. I can use some paint, but it'll hold the chickens in. So cleaned out heifer barn. Need to take the gate down over there and let them in for the night, because we're supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow overnight and then another couple of inches tomorrow of sleet and freezing rain. So it's going to make an interesting ride in the morning to go get the chickens. I have to drive an hour south of here to go pick them up. all the heifers are in for the night. They came in, they were really happy to get in here. So my wall there, hopefully they don't destroy it. I didn't get much of an opportunity to video any of the, I didn't have any time to video any of the wall. We are way behind schedule today. The birds are coming earlier than I expected. And yeah, so luckily I had extra help around today. Ethan, which you'll see more of later, he's a new employee here on the farm along with Lauren. So this is hard to latch one-handed. We get our chickens from an Amish farmer down in Pennsylvania, Lancaster actually. So he has a driver that transports him and a bunch of birds for all different farms up here. They're pullets, they're 16-week-old birds that are just about ready to lay. And but he doesn't actually bring them all the way to our farm. So I need to drive an hour south of here to another farm, pick up the birds, and that'll be tomorrow morning. First thing now, I think he's trying to beat the snow and rain and weather, but I don't know that that's going to work out for him. All right, well, I'm going to head to the house here and go get some dinner, and then I'll bring the cows in. We're going to have an early start in the morning, so we'll get back to it in the morning. Oh, that looks tasty, but it smells like bacon.
That's because I put bacon in it too. I forgot.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that.
I forgot about the bacon.
All right, we made it back with chickens. Didn't show any of the loading of it because it was pouring rain. That, and there was 4 of us doing it, so. One of them's Amish. He doesn't like his picture taken, so. And some pretty wet chickens, so they had to ride up on an open bed flat trailer. There's, I don't know, several thousand of them, but there's 300 here. Gonna lay an egg. Gonna lay an egg. All right, well, there we go. There's 300 chickens in here now. They're all awfully wet, so it was a wet ride up for them, but they seem pretty happy now. We've got the feeders hung up, all the water's filled. Got a little bit of roosting space. I need to put in, I have a couple more roosts that I need to bring in here. And got all the nest boxes here, so one of them already looks like it wants to lay an egg, kind of sitting there making itself a nest. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing here on the farm, and we will see you next time.